All right. I'm a mimic. It's time to play some more control. Last time, we went through Ordinary and learned a lot more about what was going on with Jesse and Dylan when they were growing up, and learned that the slide projector had been moved to the research sector in a new department called the Dimensional Research Division. However, on our way there, we got interrupted by a message from Alan Wake, who guided us to the investigation sector, which it sounds like something went very wrong a few years ago, and they had to close off most of it. So now we are going to investigate the investigation sector. Now, this whole section of the game is going to be very Alan Wake focused because this is the Alan Wake DLC for Control. Hey, you got first. Congrats. So, there's going to be a lot of references to the events of Alan Wake. So, if you haven't, I highly suggest either playing or watching a playthrough of Alan Wake because it's a very good game. But in the meantime, let's go to a dark place. Because that's the name of the mission. In order to cross the fire break, we have to go through Ocean View.
Do we know each other? This feels familiar. I can't seem to... I've forgotten it. I'm sorry. My name is Alan Wake. Who are you? Who are you? Do I know you?
I'm your friend Tom. Tom Zane. There's nothing to worry about.
Tom. The poet. The diver. You look different.
That was just a role. A character. The protagonist I played in my old film. I'm a filmmaker. An auteur like yourself. We're working on this together, remember? An artistic collaboration. You need a drink. Yippish.
Endless. Darkness. Nothing holds still.
But we're very close now. You've been writing. You found a way to escape. It'll work this time.
Riding?
You found a way!
No. I don't... Wait. There's something. It's my double. He's out there. I've seen
Yeah.
it.
Nothing to worry about. I'm dealing with it. It's fine, my friend. Let me handle him.
You've met him? What the hell?
Now, come on. You misunderstand me.
Hmm.
That was Alan Wake, the writer who went missing in that AWE case I read about. What's he doing here?
His door has
Thomas Zane was with him.
his door has a
The
spiral on
poet.
it.
No, wait. He was a filmmaker. I always remember that wrong.
That didn't look like Zane to me. No, I don't think it looked like Zane either. It looked a lot like Alan himself. I did like the little Night Springs reference in there too. One thing to note about this section is there's going to be a lot more flashing lights, just because it is dark. That was really echoey. Was there always a TV up on the wall like that? So a TV and a radio. The TV's new. Thought so. Okay, so... Oh wait. Something's messing with the electronics. Maybe you can watch Night Springs. Oh, on the TV? That'd be pretty fun. No, we're missing something. Let's see. Is there anything else in here? Can't mess with the radio. Oh. It was waiting for me. But we got our key.
Dr. Emil Hartman, devoured by hungry darkness, became the thing that had been Hartman. Broke loose, killed everyone it could, lurking, roaming, waiting. Then something else came, a resonance. The thing that had been Hartman went through another change.
That doesn't sound good. We're gonna listen to it through here because sometimes they add stuff.
Dr. Emil Hartman was desperate. The Federal Bureau of Control had stolen his life's work. This was his last chance, his final experiment. What he'd been too scared to do before. Hartman dove into the lake, was taken, devoured by hungry darkness, became the thing that had been Hartman. Only an echo of him remained, fragmented impulses on autoplay, violent, bloodthirsty darkness in the driver's seat. Emerging from the lake, the thing was captured by the FBC, brought in, contained, studied. The thing broke loose, killed everyone it could. The FBC fell back and sealed the sector. The thing was alone in the dark, lurking, roaming, waiting. Then something else came. Not darkness, but similar enough. A sound. A resonance. It shouldn't be a surprise. If there's one, why not another? The darkness inside the thing could have been immune, could have resisted, fought, could have been passed by, passed through with no effect. But it didn't, and it wasn't. Maybe it had grown weaker over time, not aged. It was timeless, but weaker with no link to its source. A metamorphosis followed. The thing that had been Hartman went through another change.
Okay, so Hartman became possessed by the dark, and then the hiss. And it's Hartman that's in the investigation sector because the FBC picked him up. And we just unsealed the investigation sector. Oh, that is an astral spike in the firebreak. That can't be good. This doesn't look like it's gonna open, does it? Am I actually damaging it? I don't think I'm actually damaging it. And I cannot fly over it, which makes me think I need to fly down there. Oh, yep. They put a thing of yellow. That must be where I need to go. Whew. Made it. Slam into it. The spike? I don't feel like slamming into the spike.
Creepy, damp, and abandoned. Why did Wake want me to come here?
What's interesting is that Jesse hears Wake. Cleaning supplies? Was Ahti there? It could be. Ahti seems to be everywhere. I don't see anything in here. Oh, that's just decorative. Okay. Um, that doesn't look right. That doesn't look right at all. Looks fine to me. No, I don't think it does. I don't think,
That
objects is...
doesn't look like a house shift. Do I even want to know?
Okay, well, before I do anything else, we're gonna claim a control point in here. It didn't fix the house shift. Well, at least the shelter seems to be working still. I see nothing wrong here. Might want to check on that, because something definitely isn't right there. Filing and processing. Come here. You're on my team now. So are you. Oh, someone's behind me.
Of course, the Hiss are already in here.
See nothing wrong, that's why the control point didn't fix anything. I'm not sure I agree with that. Oh, that was the sound of the guy I was possessing disappearing. Hartman arrest. Official arrest report. Case number 74-WA-004. Offenders' names: Hartman Emil. Victims' names: Wake Allen, Anderson Tor, Anderson Odin. Redacted: Lane Rudolph, DeSole Wendy, Emerson Thomas, and redacted. Officer names: Dennis, Special Agent Remy. Charges: Code 4, kidnapping of altered individuals, 1 count. Code 8, sanctions against altered organizations, 1 count. Code 37, obstruction of Bureau investigation, 1 count. Code 74, breaching the Ash Act, 6 counts. Additional notes: offender's property seized as evidence to be used in conjunction with an ongoing AWE investigation. Offender's personal effects have been sent to research for analysis. After being cleared by Bureau researchers, all victims have been released. Biannual surveillance orders were assigned to each, except the Anderson brothers, due to their senility, and Wake, possibly deceased. So they arrested Hartman. Ah, I can't move those. That's weird. Normally I'd be able to move those, I thought. Oh. Yeah, break the hole in the wall. Why is Barry's name one of the ones redacted, presumably? I don't know. Barry's name... I wonder if Barry was one of the ones redacted, because Barry wasn't held in the, at the clinic. Hartman's clinic. So I'm trying to think if there was anybody else at the clinic. Unfortunately, it's been long enough that I can't remember how many people were there. Okay, here's another one. Foot gossip. Oh, it's a dead letter. Okay. Hello. My feet gossip at night, and now I have to wear shoes to bed. Sincerely, me. Hmm. How how do feet gossip? I guess is the bigger question. So it looks like we go through the service tunnel. Because this...
Whoa. Looks like the house has gotten a little wild in here.
Oh, we can go this way. Okay. Excuse me, move this. Thank you. Oh, I actually cannot go any further. Yeah, the house is, kind of been doing its own thing in here, it looks like. So let's go through the service tunnel. That does not look
This
like his.
darkness is blocking the door. So now I have to deal with an interdimensional noise and sentient shadows. Light burns it away, huh? Makes sense.
Oh, is it this button? It's that button. Okay. Flashlight time. Yeah. What I do find kind of funny is that Jessie doesn't just pick this up. She uses telekinesis to grab it. I do like that it actually does act like a flashlight, though. Oh. That ranger does not look okay. Does not seem to be wearing an HRA, for that matter. Oh, come on. Can I not carry the flashlight up there? Because I can't grab onto things while I'm carrying a flashlight. And the mold is in here too. How did the mold get in here if it's been sealed off for years? I am glad that I'm now immune to mold. Thanks to Dr. Underhill. But looks like this was mostly just to get that one chest. Or container. Life finds a way. Yeah, I guess you could say that. I'm gonna bring my handy dandy flashlight with me. Because it gets dark in here. Um, it just burned out my flashlight. Hartman is saying something? Hey, congrats on the watch streak. No flashlight for you. Yeah. They took away my flashlight. At least I got a control point. Filing and processing, fire break. Okay, so this is the other side of the mess the oldest house was making. I don't see anything to collect back here. So let's go to operations. I'm late. Well, you still made it. Glad you could.
The third thing. The sound made darker, the darkness made louder. Hartman was stretched, like a worm through time. The third thing was a monster. Now he crashed out of darkness toward Phaeton.
What does he mean, the third thing? Is it Hartman and then Dark Hartman and then Hiss Dark Hartman is the third one?
The resonance carves its way through the thing that had been Hartman, vibrating, remolding. The sound changes the darkness, and the darkness changes the sound. They both changed what remained of Hartman. They all turned into something else. A third thing. The sound made darker. The darkness made louder. Hartman was stretched. Stretched as anyone when seen from out of time, like a worm through time. Almost an Ouroboros, a spiral, a maelstrom. The gravity well of a black hole, twisting inward, tightening, taking you deeper and deeper to the bottom, the heart, and through to the other side. The third thing said, when you hear this, you will know you're a new you. He said, we build you till nothing remains. He said, under the conceptual reality, behind this reality, you must want these ways to drag you away. He said, baby, 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 yeah, orange peel. The third thing was a monster. He'd tear apart any ordinary person crossing his path. Now he crashed out of darkness toward Phaeton. There was nothing ordinary about Phaeton.
There's nothing ordinary about Phaeton. You know, the third thing, not the first, not the second, but the third, that is true. But Hartman became the third thing because the hiss interacted with the darkness. Okay, so I need to find power, it looks like. I'll probably light everything back up. Okay, so we're able to go through there, but is there anything down here? Okay, I bet um, the power source is in here, since we had to use a light to get in here. Nope. This one needs another power source. I know there's a bunch of things to collect, but I'm gonna get the power source first. keep hearing Faden and thinking of Dak Faden. Maybe you should play more MTG. You definitely could. Okay, so I'm gonna place the light here, facing this way. And we're gonna turn this on. And that lets us do this. Hey, there we go. And now we have his. Let's take care of that. Oh, the hiss. Whoa. Excuse you. Oh, come on. What's going on? We got it. Oh, we have people in here. Let's grab some health, because we need it. Ah, a single shot. And a mimic said that there'd be light, and there was. That is true, I did. Jessie looks like she could use a shower. Oh, like in Firebreak. Having the Firebreak healing showers in here would be handy, that's for sure. Okay, so I died. Oh, but I still have to fight this. Okay, let's grab this one. This one's on my team now. Let's go downstairs, because that seems to be where a lot of fighting is happening. Got another one. How many could there be? Okay. Easy, right? Yeah, easy. So this looks just like the one in um, containment sector. And Trench did have, there was a memo from Trench saying that containment was taking over a lot of the duties that investigation sector had. This was probably one of them. I hear something. This is the janitor board. Okay, so Ati has some stuff for us to do.
Lads in here have died standing up. Lighten them up. Hey, it's getting bad. The vents, they are full of mold shit. It's not good for you. Headache, nausea, Coldness, depression. Darkness everywhere. New day, same old bloody secrets, and the whole pleasure. Like tar but good for nothing. Get rid of it.
Okay, so one of the things he gave us is to clear out darkness. But that's a lot of oh, these are all in the investigation sector. Okay, so these are janitor duties in the investigation sector. Ha, I was right. You were right. Ati has been here. So it looks like we need to shine light on the plants, eradicate the mold, and eliminate the darkness in the investigation sector. I think we can handle that. Lots of reading to do, though. Black Market, compiled by David Gleason, Special Investigator, by order of Remy Dennis, Chief Investigator. Official Findings Report. Illegal Altered Item Market. Summary. A black market hub specializing in the trade of occult talismans, relics, and other assorted ceremonial objects, as well as genuine altered and paranatural materials, was raided in redacted Czech Republic by a team of special investigators. Unsuccessful attempts by suspects to escape using altered items resulted in numerous casualties and prevented the Bureau from questioning all participants. The following interrogations revealed that not only is there a vast network of these retailers, but that they seem to be gathering information on altered items and other paranatural materials from sources unknown to the Bureau. The Bureau's concern here is threefold. A. There is a growing underground market for paranatural materials, which implies a growing awareness of their existence among a niche group of the general public. B. These criminal individuals do not seem aware of the item's paranatural powers, and their attempts to activate them could prove devastating if done in populated areas. C. The motivations of these collectors are largely unknown. Refer to file 5-12-0221 for full report. So there is just straight up a black market for these. Ati's been everywhere? No, that is true. He does seem to have been everywhere, doesn't he? NASA Cooperation Review? Interagency Cooperation Decision, re-NASA. Summary. Following the NASA-FBC Coordination Agreement of 1972, the Bureau has provided NASA with numerous technological advancements based on our research, including the black rock lining now found in all spacefaring vessels. In return, all data gathered during space missions is made available for Bureau researchers to analyze. Recently, certain individuals have raised the concern that this relationship does not adequately benefit the Bureau, either intellectually or financially. A thorough examination of the costs accrued by both organizations has shown that the expense of NASA's recent launch of the Redacted far outweighs any spending related to the processing and delivery of BlackRock. From its medium Earth orbit, the Redacted will provide the Bureau with an unparalleled resource for remotely monitoring and photographing AWE sites, a resource that would be lost if the partnership ends. It is the opinion of this committee that maintaining a cooperative relationship with our colleagues at NASA is of vital importance. Refer to file 3-181-4812 for full report. Why do all spacefaring vessels need to be lined with black rock, for one, because that is either very concerning or very, very cautious. And for two, it looks like the Bureau has something in orbit, probably a satellite of some sort, that they use to take pictures and monitor AWE sites, which is new. I just realized I think there was something else in my collectibles. There was. Hiss Ranger Airborne. Summary. This subgroup of Hiss-corrupted Rangers has manifested the ability to levitate, similarly to Hiss-elevated agents. However, these airborne Hiss Rangers display no telekinetic abilities and simply continue to use mundane Bureau weaponry. This evolution, being so similar to the elevated, possibly indicates that Hiss can share permutations through a type of network or perhaps osmosis. However, the fact that this development in Hiss Rangers has only been observed in the investigations sector may indicate that an environmental factor is responsible. They could be responding to an altered item or other paranatural element found only in that sector. Or perhaps this is the natural progression of the Hiss Ranger phenotype. Not enough time has passed to determine a conclusive trajectory of development for each of the Hiss manifestations, assuming any such trajectory exists. I'm having trouble with that word. Refer to file redacted for full report. So now we have elevated Hiss Rangers. So is this one of the plants I need to shine a light on? They do look kind of dead, don't they? Do I still have a light? Is there a light back here? There's a light. Okay, let's grab this. Doesn't really seem to do anything to these ones. So it's probably more nuanced than that. There's probably something that'll actually show me what to do for those. Oh, we do have something in the bathroom in this one.
Reminder, all employees are required to report their hours at the end of each month. The Federal Bureau of Control maintains that time is not subjective, and hours passed on alternative planes cannot be claimed. Astral dives do not accumulate overtime compensation. Thank you for your attention.
Well, that doesn't seem fair. I think if you spend a few days in an astral dive and only like a few hours here, it should count as a few days because you're conscious for a few days. But that's just me. Oh, here's another one.
Agent Fisher, day 6 inside the motel. Utilized surveillance methods are as follows. Fiber optic cameras slid under the individual room doors. Motion detectors in the lobby area. Tripwire, triggering a flash camera across the main entrance. Even fingerprint powder on the front desk. Results are varying at best. But mostly just inconclusive and unusable. The footage is corrupted. Sometimes even the equipment is damaged. I don't know how, exactly. I think this place is making fun of me. That's the only explanation. I can hear them laughing and screaming behind the closed doors. I can hear the call bell go and ding multiple times a day, but when I look, there's no one there. I know I'm supposed to stay out of sight, but I've seen the doors closing just before I can catch even a glimpse of anyone or anything. They're messing with me, whoever they are. I think... Wait, shh. There's something. I gotta get this. Gotta get the cable out. Come on, you fiber optic fuck, cooperate. Okay, there we go. Alright, that was faint, but I definitely heard movement coming from the hallway. I think I might have finally caught one. Ha! The recording better work this time or I swear to God I'm... What? Hello? Who's there? Oh, shit. I'm with the FBC. Move away from the door. I have a... Where's my...
It looks like it's still moving. Is that it? That must have been it. Okay, so they were in the ocean view for days, and yet they couldn't see anything. Let me see. Nope, you get paid for the time that actually passes, not the time you feel like passes. If you think you've been conscious for days, sucks to suck. But you're actually working. You're getting tons of productive hours in. Okay, so what's this one? Interrogation complaint. Unofficial. Kirkland. So you put me on desk duty because I did the thing I was fucking hired to do? My job? Want to know what I call that? Bullshit. Asking us to interrogate these scum without using words like altered items or AWEs or paracriminal is the stupidest thing I've heard in my life. And I've heard some fucking stupid things. They already know the facts. Hell, they know just about as much as us, if not more. And they get to sit there laughing at us while we dance around our words, trying not to leak classified terminology. They already know the fucking terminology. If you think pulling me off the case will stop me, then think again. That piece of shit blew up those tracks. He killed those people, all to make the train turn altered. We have him dead to rights, and you need to let me back in that interrogation cell so I can get him to flip on his buddies. These people are terrorists and deserve to be treated as such. This won't stop unless we stop them. You can go ahead and put me on suspension. See if that slows me down. Agent Hewitt. You know, he feels very frustrated and sounds very frustrated. And I kind of get it. That sounds very difficult. So I think we got all of the collectibles down here. I think this is another bathroom. Is there anything in here? Ooh. Then there were a few things in here. Eagle Limited Summary. ID AWE-44. The Eagle Limited. Event date May 25th, 2015. Event location Bloomington, Illinois. Event summary. A train derailment resulting in 62 casualties and numerous injuries was suspected to have been the work of a paracriminal group known as Redacted. As a result of this event, the agents discovered that one of the cars had become altered with a persistent auditory event. It remains to be determined whether the AWE was spontaneous or the direct result of the sabotage. Event response. The Bureau has been tracking said group at the time, and the intel gathered suggested an event of this caliber was imminent in Bloomington. As a result, a response team on site was able to respond to the train accident site within minutes of its occurrence. They arrived to find emergency processes underway, but also equipment left behind by the suspected group. A suspicious onlooker managed to elude agents after they attempted to make contact. Further investigation of the accident site revealed a curiously undamaged train car that exhibited an altered state when entered. This individual car was secured and transported to the investigation sector for further studies. Wow, so they derailed a whole train just to make an altered item. I'm surprised they're redacting the paracriminal group too. Looks like we got a posture check and a hydrate. Sit up straight and grab some water. All right.
My understanding of the darkness is fragmented, incomplete. This abyss, this void, it very much does not wish to be understood. If light symbolizes knowledge, then it stands to reason that darkness would equate to ignorance. By its very nature, it abhors comprehension. Of course, my own nature drives me to comprehend all. We are opposing forces, destined to collide. And given this conflict of natures, we know that the light of truth will burn away the darkness, both figuratively and literally. Any significant light source can be used as protection, even weaponry against this metaphysical gloom. And then there are the artists. I know for a fact that Tom, Wake, the Anderson brothers, and Lane all had some involvement with the darkness. The question is whether their uncanny ability to affect reality through their art beckons the darkness, or did their work perhaps even create it? With Wake now secure in my lodge, I expect I shall grow closer to learning the answers to these questions. Assuming he cooperates, which is proving quite the challenge. Well, perseverance is the foundation of knowledge. Speaking of, I must be off on my rounds.
Okay, so it was the lodge, not the clinic. And I'm trying to remember, I think Lane was the painter in the lodge. I'm pretty sure Lane was the painter. Oh, it looks like I missed something. Oh wait, no, that's the audio file down there. Okay. The Shadow. Compiled by Ezra Cruz, investigative researcher, by order of William Kirkland, head of investigations. Examine of paranatural entities. The Shadow. Summary. paranatural entity A-010, aka the Shadow, is an aggressive redacted consisting of three known types. Type A, localized manifestations of sentient redacted, capable of occupying organic and inorganic material as well as exerting redacted over its surroundings. Type B, shaded individuals, human bodies redacted by the shadow. These individuals become notably more aggressive, but do seem to retain redacted of their previous selves. Research is ongoing as to whether this condition is reversible. Type C, shaded objects. Similar to Type B, except the inanimate objects are redacted solely to being used as destructive tools. Each type seems to work towards a shared goal, possibly targeting certain individuals, see AWE-35, which may imply a shared link to a redacted intelligence. The threat this entity poses warrants immediate exploration of offensive and defensive measures. The investigation sector is being outfitted with additional lighting sources, some internally powered, to prepare for the eventuality of an redacted. Refer to file 6-34-1923 for full report. Okay, so they were outfitting the investigation sector with light sources, individually powered light sources, just in case the shadow got loose. I do seem to still be missing a power source. I wonder if I could take the other power source. I'm gonna see if I can find a new one. Active investigations. Lots of control points in here. Oh, it is very dark.
I don't feel right. Something in this darkness is draining me.
Oh, it's draining my energy. But being in the light doesn't. Okay. Now it looks like there's another generator of some sort over there. Okay, so I want to spend as little time in the dark as possible. Oh. Hartman background. Compiled by Remy Dennis, Chief Investigator by order of William Kirkland, Head of Investigations. Official Findings Report. Re Dr. Emil Hartman. Summary. Dr. Emil Hartman is an academic psychotherapist that owned and operated a recovery center in Redacted, Washington, focused on the treatment of artists struggling with creative blocks and other mental disorders. Publicly, Dr. Hartman's treatment center seemed unremarkable in its methods and purpose. Privately, however, Dr. Hartman was abusing his patients in order to utilize any latent, redacted abilities they may possess with the aim of shaping redacted to his own benefit, which has earned him a Class II paracriminal designation. Note: for more on the link between artists and their ability to redacted reality through artistic mediums, see file redacted. Investigation has proven that Dr. Hartman's illegal endeavors were conducted alone. After being approached by the Bureau during the redacted investigation, he displayed no remorse or intention to cease his actions. Dr. Hartman was taken into custody, evaluated, and released redacted months later, having been deemed a negligible threat. His medical license has been permanently revoked. Refer to file 7-12-8557 for full report. Good. I'm glad his license was removed. Oh, it continued to drain my energy while I was out here. That's not good. Let's get back in here. Okay. Are there any power sources out here? I'm not seeing any. Okay, so it seems to want me to go up this elevator, and that's what I'm gonna do. And we'll come back down here and see if we can turn on the lights or something.
Shit. Now what? What is that?
Come on, elevator, time to go.
That's
Don't
Hartman.
work the light. I can use that.
Okay, so I can activate the lights to affect Hartman. He doesn't look like Hartman anymore. Okay, so that turns these lights on. Does he have a deer's head or something? Are those antlers or his rib cage? Oh, that is so many power cores. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Let's do that one next. Okay, what's this? Vending machine procedures? Vending machine. ID, vending machine. AI81-KE. Acquisition date, June 11th, 2017. Containment location, Investigations Sector. Processing underway. Containment procedure, none known. Testing in the Investigations Sector is currently ongoing. Description, altered effect. A vending machine. Its front covered in a faux wood panel. Coin operated, buttons for selecting food products. The item generates and stores a variety of material, both edible and otherwise, in its rows of internal trays. Initial testing suggests the item reacts to the mind of the individual in closest proximity and will produce whatever they subconsciously desire. Attempts to cause the item to create a living redacted have consistently failed. Background. The item was discovered in a nursing home in redacted Alberta after a resident named Muriel, redacted, called a local news station about a magic vending machine. The news story reported that the nursing home's staff was purposefully stocking the machine with distinctive food and objects as a way to raise residents' spirits. The Bureau response team encouraged this story while confiscating the item. Interesting, because I know for a fact there's a very similar SCP to this vending machine. I bet it's based on that. Let me see. I think you need to go into the dark, let him follow, and then turn on the lights. Yeah, probably. I also don't want them to get too close, that's for sure. Where is he? Is he over there? He's over there. Okay, so what we're going to do is run up the stairs and see if we can find the next place to slot this. I'm not actually seeing a new place to slot this. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay, there's another one over there. So what I need to do is go back. Ah, he got close to me. Grab one of these. Okay, let's get my energy back up. Come over here and toss it that way. Well, what was he doing?
Shit. Nothing even touches it.
Well, that's okay, because I'm going to press this button.
Yeah, how do you like that?
Okay, so it looked like it was more ribs that had been reversed and were sticking out of his back, which did not look pleasant. That did not look pleasant at all. I mean, he was just trying to hang out with you? No, I don't think he was actually just trying to hang out. Ooh, almost missed this. I don't remember seeing these two photos before. Night Springs screen Night Springs Screenplay 1. I have to wait for the his notes to go away. Night Springs Screenplay Page 1. Note: this screenplay was found after the Bureau acquired the Night Springs television series and all its past episode scripts. It appears to be written by Alan Wake as part of an application to become one of the show's writers. Night Springs Spec Script episode Over the Threshold Darkly by Alan Wake. Host, voiceover. It is only human nature to wish to control the forces around us, and even more so to possess them. But what happens when those forces are not ours to claim, or even of this world? What if they are the things you can discover in Night Springs? Interior, secret lab, night. We are in a secret lab. A large sign on the wall reads, "The Federal Bureau of Night Springs." Scientist: I've told you several times, Director, it isn't ready. Director. It's ready when I say it's ready, Doctor. Scientist. But the being beyond the portal, we have no control over it. Interesting. So, Alan was writing about the FBC as part of Night Springs. Oh, this is just math. Okay, they're still doing math on the whiteboards. Okay. Did I miss any other pickups? I know I grabbed one from up here. Oh, there we go.
Brian Hennerman, 21 years old, resident of Southern Texas.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but I really don't understand why I'm here.
You know what you did, Mr. Hennerman.
I do?
Tell me about Delivery Disaster.
The movie? I mean, it wasn't very good.
That's not what your review said, but we'll come back to that. Tell me where you got the movie from.
Movie night with a K, not an N, not night like nighttime, but
Who contacted you? Who told you to review that film?
no one. I just did it because it looked obscure. I didn't even like the movie. I shouldn't have given such a high score, but reviewing obscure films makes you look smart. And I thought if I looked smart, I would get listeners. My podcast would take off, and I could move out of my parents' basement, and maybe even go to college and get a film degree like I've always wanted to. I swear. I swear, I swear, I swear.
Okay, the kid doesn't know shit. I'm ending the session.
So, somebody gave an obscure podcaster a movie that the FBC's concerned about. Oh. There we go. Door appearance. Ocean View Motel Observation Report. Details. An excursion into the Ocean View Motel and Casino discovered a previously unseen door in the lobby hallway. This door featured a spiral-shaped marking. Designation Door Redacted. Similar to other doors, it is locked and cannot be forced open. Alice Wake, a person of interest in the Bright Falls AWE, referred to AWE 35 for details, and the former wife of missing author Alan Wake, a suspected parautilitarian and redacted, contacted agents Shaw and Dempsey of the investigation sector using the phone number given to her in 2010 in accordance with civilian outreach protocols. The call resulted in Mrs. Wake being brought into the oldest house for an in-person interview. For a full transcript, refer to file redacted, unredacted 2017. The excursion into the Ocean View Motel occurred later that same day. Conclusion. Determining whether this was a basic synchronicity event, if Alice Wake is responsible for its appearance, or if the door itself relates to AWE 35 is paramount. She should be returned to the oldest house, possibly even taken into the motel itself, to confirm if any other changes occur. Interesting. So they brought Alice into the oldest house, and things started happening. nice little break room with a couple arcade machines.
Shoom. Shim? Shoom. Whoa. Whatever.
Find and interact with the arcade machine altered item. It's an altered item. Crowd control and deadline. Oh. The goal of crowd control is to survive. Survive against a horde of hiss. Investigation sector arcade mode. Okay, so it's an arcade mode for the game. Got it. Those are level 8. That's right. I got you right away. Hey, don't shoot me. Oop. Those ones are always handy to have. We're getting a lot of the exploding ones. Oh. Come here, come here. There we go. Got it. Now it can just heal me. Swap this out. Wow, that thing hurts. And he's mine now. More of them. That's not good. Let's grab a ranger. Wow, this guy's not helpful at all. Oh, I can't take this one over. Oh, now I can. Ooh, another sphere. Come here, his cluster. Completely missed that. Okay. Those things are starting to hurt. Where's his cluster? Oh, it's still up here. There we go. Oh wait, that's mine. I thought there was a second one for a minute. His clusters just look so cool. Oh, that's not good. Did it kill my his cluster? Or was my his cluster just out of time? Very slowly getting there. They have another his cluster already? This is a great way to practice fighting, that's for sure. Let's give you something else to think about. Oh, did I just destroy his cluster? Oh wait, there we go. They got it. Okay, we're what? Almost 2/3 the way? Just over half? I imagine this is gonna get harder and harder. killed that one right as I got the ability. Uh-oh. Lost my controller for a second. I got it back. Lots of small guys now. Oh. More of these. That hurt. Let me take over. There we go. We got him. We got him. We got him. Oh, there we go. Ow. I need to take care of the cluster first. Where is the cluster? I know there's a cluster. Oh, there you are. Ah. I felt like I got pretty far, but they hit pretty hard. 1 credit equals 1 life. How's it gonna put me back in Shum? I will have to beat it, but I don't think I have... Okay, so it did not put me back in Shum. But there's Shum, and over here is Shum 2, and I bet once I beat Shum, I can play Shum 2. And there was a second, there's one called Deadline, which is probably a kill a number of things in a certain amount of time. That's a fun little side quest, but probably for later. For now, we were still going through not this mission. We were doing this mission, explore the investigation sector. There's one more thing we're going to do if there's still power cores. Oh good, I still have access to those power cores. I'm gonna go back to the previous room that had the map in it. because it had an empty power core slot. Oh, didn't get enough height. Right there. What did that actually do? Doesn't seem to have turned on any lights in here. I don't see a power cable going anywhere. I wonder what that actually did. Was it just a fake out for if you use the first power cord wrong? It's definitely making a humming noise. Alright, well, too bad it didn't seem to actually do anything. Because that is all the time I have for today. But we've encountered Hartman, who is very different than you looked like back in the first Alan Wake game. And seems like he's going to be a pain to deal with. And dealing with the dark in general. And it looks like there's a lot more to the investigations sector than just the darkness and Alan Wake references. So we'll have to check out more of that next time. Thanks for hanging out.